Hello and welcome to Mr. Rock's Top 10 WWF Female Wrestlers slash Divas with your host, Mr. Rock, here. Big shout out to Rob himself, Mickey Minx, Rufus the Red, Miss Kiwi Gaming, Sinistar, King the Randoms, and everyone else. If you haven't, please subscribe and like their channels. Muchly appreciated. With that being said, we're going to get into the video. Uh, so I have the list right here. So number 10 is Sunny. Sunny was the original WWF Diva. Uh, Probably the first that I know that literally got downloaded constantly. You know, super hot. Yes, her career took the spiral. Yes, she's gone to jail and everything else. That's why she's so far down this list. Um, wasn't a great wrestler in WWF, but um, she did wrestle for a bit here and there. So Sunny is number 10. Number 9, Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon Helmsley wrestled her dad on pay-per-view, if you remember that, back in '03. She's literally had okay wrestling career, I think, starting in the year 2000. Um, she even won the WWF Women's title. Um, but yeah, wasn't a great wrestler, but you have to respect the champions, is what I always was being taught and told. You know, so yeah, Stephanie McMahon is number 9. Number 8 is Lita. Um, Lita was okay wrestler. She did a lot of high flying moves and everything else. Everyone know that people would see her underwear and everything. That's why a lot of horny teenagers like myself was attracted to. But yeah, um, but at the end of the day, I loved when she teamed with the Hardy Boys, you know. But her solo career kind of went because then she started going with Kane and then Edge and Matt Hardy feud, and it just never really worked. She was good with the Hardy Boys, and that was pretty much it, in my opinion. Number 7, Stacy Keibler. Um, Stacy Keibler was really freaking smoking hot back in the day. You know, freaking like 42-inch legs. What can you not say wrong with that? You know, she came to and everything else. Um, I think she debuted in what, '01 for the company. When the buyout happened with WCW. But yeah, she came in, the invasion angle, smoking hot. And then number 6 is Tori Wilson. Of course, if you got Stacy, you got Tori. Those two were an acceptable item. But, but it was hard to choose between the two. So I just literally put one over the other. Because I think Tori was in Playboy. Um, she's done a lot of other stuff. Um, wasn't a great wrestler per se, but at least she knew how to get the job and the storyline over. Even if it was shit. Like her dad's storyline, Al Wilson, rest in peace, Al Wilson. That storyline was shit, but it got over. You know, no person wants to see a 7-year-old guy or 60 or how old he was running around in his goddamn underwear. It was nasty, but it happened. Number 5 is Alondra Blaze. Alondra Blaze, aka Medusa, pioneer of the WWF. You know, she wrestled so many matches. I think she started her career in '89, I think. But if you have no respect for Medusa, you have no respect for WWF because, you know, Yeah, she dropped the WWF Championship in the garbage on WCW Nitro and everything else, but she was paid to do that. It was storyline, you know. Um, but she still, literally to this day, says that she's the WWF champion, which, you know, you can't really doubt that. She was one of the first ones in the 90s that I remember that was huge, you know. Um, so, yeah. Alondra Blaze is number 5. Number 4 is Deborah. Deborah McMichael. Holy crap, what can you say about Deborah? You know, Stone Cold's ex-wife, Steve McMichael's ex-wife. Frickin' smoking hot, you know. Uh, I remember literally as a kid, I had that WWF Rock Bottom in your house, and there was a striptease match, you know, where she takes off her fucking bra. I remember fucking literally watching that as a kid and just going, whoa, you know. But yeah, freaking smoking hot body, everything else back in the 90s. I don't know what she looks like today. I haven't seen or heard of Deborah McMichael since I don't know, since she left the company back in what was it? Oh 03, oh 04, I think she left. So, yeah, Deborah McMichael is number 4. Number 3 is also original Terry Reynolds, aka Marlena. She came in with Goldust, which was her husband at the time. Um, I literally remember Terry Reynolds and Goldust very well because Goldust made his debut right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, at In Your House 4, Great White North. I was there. You actually see me more in the pay-per-view, no joke, than the actual show itself. Because I had front row tickets and you could actually see me more than, and the cameras were beamed at me half the time because I was about 4 or 5 years old, and I was running around the freaking place or whatever, and you could clearly see me more than the damn matches because the cards sucked. To be honest, I don't know how the hell they got away with In Your House 4, but yeah, Terry um is literally was there, and Goldust was there, and everything else, and I remember literally seeing them live for the first time back in '95, and I was blown away by this broad, you know. And then she literally just kept on getting hotter over years. She literally does a thing on Twitch. Um, I have talked to Terry, just to give you a heads up, on Twitch. She actually did wish me a happy birthday a few years ago, which was very nice of her. We have been friends here and there. So yeah. So number 3 is Terry. Um, Number 2 is Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus, smoking hot, Canadian. What's not to love about Trish Stratus? You know, um, I even have her autograph in my bathroom. To be honest, I met Trish Stratus, good friend of mine. You know, as well. Um, when I first met Trish Stratus was at World of Wheels, way back in the day when she was doing autograph signings there. I can't remember what year it was. I can't not tell you what year it was, but it was World of Wheels. It was years ago. Um, but yeah, Trish Stratus is number 2. Number 1 is China, and if you don't have China as number 1, you're not a true wrestling fan, because China changed the wrestling business forever. She was the first women's intercontinental champion. She was the first woman to enter the Royal Rumble. Uh, my mom and China were good freaking buddies. She was buddies with me as well as a kid. I'm not joking about it. Uh, my mom even gave her stuff that she actually wore to the ring. Just to give you a heads up. That leather jacket that she was wearing to the in back in '98. My mom actually gave her that. to be honest. And the leather hat that frickin' that she wore that eventually Triple H started wearing, just to give you a heads up. Well, that came from frickin' China. My mom and then China, you know. But yeah, but China was one of the coolest broads to ever frickin' hang out with, you know. Always want to be like like a biker badass bitch, you know, and she was like that, you know, very tough woman, you know, but really fun to hang out with. If you never literally hanged out with China, I'm sorry, you missed out. Rest in peace, Joni, you know. Um, but yeah, me and my mom still freaking miss you every day, you know. But yeah, um, when I first met China was probably back before she even started WWF. It was probably late 1996 when I first met her. Um, my mom was good friends with her for years before that, though. And yeah, China has got to be number one. You know, she was even smoking hot when in the year 2000s as well, guys. Like when she literally was with Eddie Guerrero, she seemed the happiest, the hottest, like there was nothing going wrong, you know. And then yeah, she got injured, the Triple H freaking thing. I'm not going into details with that, but at the end of the day, you know, China's got to be number one, and that is my list of top 10 WWF ladies. I want to thank people for coming out, people for watching this video later, and everything else. If you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, please do so. With that being said, the next video that comes out will be Rock and Roll Fight Show, part I think 6, where we go to GTA 5 Arena. That's right. I found a GTA 5 arena in a rock in a WWF. I know E 2K22. I always get F and E sometimes mixed up, but yeah, WWE 2K22 for PS4. I found a GTA 5 arena, so we're gonna go there, do the Rock and Roll Fight Show. That will be on Friday or Saturday. All depends on whatever. It's definitely not going to be Thursday. I got grocery shopping, and I also got bills to freaking pay. P.S. No dibs on my money or food. But yeah, with that being said, um, take care, everyone. Catch you on the next one. Later.